Hey, my first grade friends, it's Mrs. Herbay. So for the art lesson that you will do at home this week, you need to, so for my remote students, you have this sized piece of paper in your bag that went home. And for my hybrid students, there should be a piece of paper this size in your take-home folder that you brought home over the weekend. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab this piece of paper and we're going to think back. I had you look at the painting by Alma Thomas that is called Autumn Leaves Falling Down. And now what we are going to do is we are going to kind of think about creating our own version of this. And we are kind of going to do it a little bit differently than she did hers, where we are going to create the leaves first, and then next week we will paint the background. So what I'd like you to do is grab some crayons, or if you happen to have oil pastels at home, those would be even better, but crayons work just as well. And what I want you to do is I want you to grab crayons that are sort of the warm colors. So like you could maybe even throw in just a little bit of purple, but grab like your oranges, your reds, your yellows, maybe some brown, thinking about the colors that we talked about that are the colors of fall leaves. Once you have your crayons, then what we're going to do is we're going to think about what, and we're going to think back to Alma Thomas's painting, and we're going to think about the shapes that she used to create the leaves falling down. Now, you can create similar shapes to hers. We can also think back to the shapes that we are going to cut, that we're cutting out, that are leaf shape as well, where we talked about that a leaf shape can be made by making the two curved lines. So think about what you want to do, and then what I would do is take a crayon and start to think about what would a leaf falling down look like. And maybe it's just kind of moving your crayon like that. And then maybe it's like that. And maybe there's one like that. And you might even just have another way or an idea about doing this, and that is okay too. So you can just take your time, and I'm gonna put some, and you can layer your colors too. So I'm like putting, I'm gonna take my red, so I kind of really made that one fancy. And now maybe I'll just take the red. So just kind of have fun playing around with this, but you want to try to fill your paper fairly well with these types of shapes. You can, if you like, you can make, I'm making some smaller leaf shapes, and you can also, if you want to, you can spread them out, you can make them bigger. So just take your time, think about, again, think about inspiration from the Alma Thomas painting, think about the inspiration from the PowerPoint, and just continue working to fill your paper with different leaves. Sort of kind of lose yourself imagining that you're part of the leaves that are falling down from the trees. All right, guys, once you have your paper all filled with as many different leaves as you like and you think it looks good, then you're going to stop. And this is going to be all that we're going to do for this week. So you're just going to put this aside and stay tuned for the second part for next week. All right?